Hey you guys, I'm back with another quick video I wanted to share with you all. And it's going to be very brief, but I just want to talk to you about some of the things that actually I've experienced. Sometimes I find myself having so much on my plate, like I can't seem to get enough time in to do everything that I'm trying to do, everything that I need to do, versus everything that I want to do. And the fact that I'm a mom of 3 little ones, I'm always constantly busy. And sometimes I remember in the past, I used to find myself feeling very guilty, especially when it came to my children, when I would say no, or I'm not going to be able to, or I can't do it, or we're not going to go somewhere, we're not going to do something. I always find myself feeling very guilty about it because I just realized I'm at my breaking point. I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed out. I have a lot on my plate. I'm trying to juggle a lot. So it used to get to me a lot. And the fact that I used to have to tell people no, because I'm always, okay, if you need me, I'm going to be there, type of person. And I really mean that. But over time, I started to realize that, wait a minute, like this is starting to become too much, because now that I've made myself so available, of course my kids, I have to be available to them, but to other people, I started to notice that, for one, it wasn't appreciated, and that I was somewhat being used a little bit, because I was known for always saying yes, I'll do it, or yes, I can do this, I'll be there, and things of that nature. So I started to realize that, okay, it's starting to become a bit too much. So over the years, I started to realize, like, okay, wait a minute, when the roles were reversed, when I would ask you to do something for me, or could you be there, or whatever the case may be, when I need you, it's, you had no problem with saying, oh, I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to make it, and this, that, and the other. And I understand things come up that are out of our control, and you have to take a rain check on some things, and that's cool. No love lost, no grudge or anything. But I just realized, I just started to take heed to a lot of things. So I started to just think about, like, even now, I'm at a state in my life where I'm okay with having those selfish moments. I'm okay with saying no. I'm okay with saying I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm okay with saying, I know I said I'm going to be able to do this or do that or come here or whatever, but if something came up, or I feel like I am at that point where I'm about to break, I am perfectly fine with saying I apologize, but I won't be able to, or no, or I can't do it. I have no problem with that. And by me doing that, I started to realize that my life became less stressful, that I also realized that I need to stop saying or being obligated, or feeling obligated to saying yes, or being there when I know that I have so much going on already. I can't spread myself thin like that anymore, because at the end of the day, I was being affected by it, and there was no one there to really pick me up. So I had to start realizing that it's okay. We put a negative taste on that word selfish, or being selfish, but it at some point in your life, I understand that it's very imperative and it's very important that we have those selfish moments. And in those selfish moments, that's just completely just saying how you feel, or not engaging in something that you don't want to do, or the fact that you just feel like you can't do it. Now, don't get me wrong, you do want to use your judgment on this. I'm not saying just because you don't want to do it, don't do it. No, have discipline, and if you gave your word, of course, do that. But when you have overextended yourself, or getting to that point of overextending yourself, that you need to kind of regress a little bit. You need to kind of pull back, because if you continue to pile things on your plate, it's going to overflow, and something's going to fail, something's going to fall, something's going to be neglected. And the last thing that needs to be neglected is yourself. So just very quickly, I want to share with you about selfish moments, and there are 5 reasons that I came up with why it is a must. It is a must that you have your selfish moments. And the first one that I want to share with you all is that you have to realize and understand that, by you wanting to be there for everybody and doing things and attending all these events and things of this nature, that you matter. that, that's the first thing I want you to realize, is that you matter. You must take time out to cater to you, to make sure that you're okay. You don't want to just be out there, letting everyone take withdrawals from your life and from your time, and then when the shoe's on the other foot, 9 times out of 10 they may not be able to accommodate you, or they may not be able to be there for you the way that you wish them to be. And one thing I had to understand is that everyone doesn't have a heart like me. So in order for me to protect my heart, to protect my time, my feelings, and my space and my energy, I had to learn how to say no. I had to learn how to say, I'm sorry, I would love to come, I'm not going to be able to make it, and I don't have to give them a drawn out excuse, because I'm very confident in me just saying, I'm sorry, I can't. It's not because I don't want to be there, I don't want to support, but I have so much other stuff going on, and that when I give my time and I give my service, I want to be able to give you my all. And if I know that I'm going to cheat you of that, or it's going to overwhelm you on top of other things that I have going on, it is perfectly okay to say no. That's the number one thing, is that you matter. And then in that time of saying no, learn how to take time out for yourself. You do matter. Do something that you love. Go somewhere that you want to go. Experience something new that you've always wanted to experience. Take that cooking class, or that art class, or whatever the case may be. Go bike riding, go exercise, whatever it is. Just make sure you realize that you matter. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you have to realize, and especially, I can only speak for a woman, I'm a woman, for a woman, we have to realize that we're not superwoman. We're not. I'm sure we would love to be, and just be able to, cater to everyone and be there and fix it and all that other stuff. And to a certain extent, we are like that. But it comes to a point in time where you have to learn how to take that S off and put it to the side and just take care of you. You can't always be there for everything. You can't be there for everyone. And it's okay that you just have a selfish moment and be like, you know what, I'm not putting on this S today. I'm going to have to take this S off my chest and just lay it to the side for a moment, because I need to make sure that I'm good. I have other obligations and other things that I need to take care of. So I have to tend to that. I'm not superwoman. I wish I could be at 5 or 6 different places at one time, but unfortunately I can't. I know I would love to be, but I'm not her. And you have to just embrace that and realize that, okay, I'm not going to be able to do it. And in the meantime, take care of those obligations, prioritize, and take care of those important things that you already have on your plate. Go ahead and take care of that. And then if you don't want to, if that's your moment, do whatever it is that you need to do. But just realize, women, we wear so many hats. We're mothers, we're business ladies, we're career women, we're students, we're trying to be on every organization and things of that nature. But we have to learn how to take that S off and take off some of those hats that we wear, and just realize that, we're not that woman. We're not always going to be superwoman. We can only give you from this point to that point. Then after that, I need to rest. And it's very important, and it's okay. And don't feel guilty, or don't let no one make you feel guilty by saying, hey, I'm not her. Sorry. So that's the second thing, is that, ladies, you have to realize that you're not superwoman. You're not. And then the third thing is that you need to realize when you need to hit that reset button. And when I say a reset button, just think about our day or our weeks that we go through. We have a lot going on, especially if your mothers or your students and things of that nature working. You have a lot going on, and you're pulled in so many different directions that if you don't have a selfish moment, you are going to burn out. You're going to burn out. You're going to be all over the place. You're not going to be your best self. You're not going to be able to give your all to your children, to your spouse, to your community, or whatever it is that you have going on. You're not going to be able to give your all because you are still on play, and you need to just wait a minute, let me rewind a little bit. Let me hit that reset button. And in that moment that you're resetting, you need to start back depositing into yourself, whatever that may be, whether it's prayer, meditation, whether it's reading a book that has nothing to do with anything, just pure entertainment, going out to the movies, going out to a little social lounge, a club with your friends, just hanging out, you know, resetting, refueling yourself, depositing it back into yourself, whatever that case may be, whatever that may be, you know, do it. It's what you want, what you find is enjoyable and what you find is going to help you. I don't see anything wrong with it, you know, as long as it's healthy and it's good and it's not hurting or harming yourself or anybody else. Do that. So just know that it's very important that you take the time to hit that reset button so that you can kind of deposit back into yourself so that you can get back on that track and run that race. So that is the third thing. The first thing is that and this is very important, ladies, and you know, we need, it's the reason, one of the most important to me why we should have our selfish moments, and the reason why it's okay is that it decreases stress, it decreases anxiety, it decreases depression, and it decreases you feeling overwhelmed. Like I said, you can't be everything to everybody. You can't be at a million places at one time. It's impossible. You cannot always carry this S on your chest. If you don't take the time to have a selfish moment and take care of you and realize that you matter and that you need to take time to love on yourself, whatever that case may be, going to a spa, even if you want to just sit at home and do absolutely nothing. Yeah, I know those clothes, that basket of clothes need to be folded, or I could go in there and do this and do that. Just pause for a minute and just take care of you, because if you don't, you're going to run the risk of being overwhelmed. You're going to run the risk of being feeling like this is too much. You're going to run the risk of probably being depressed because you have so much going on, and you're going to feel like a failure because you can't accomplish everything, which is impossible anyway. You know, so you just need to take that time to just realize how important that it is. It's very important that you have that selfish moment so you won't run the risk of feeling overwhelmed, having anxiety, you know, stir up in your life. So just make sure you do whatever it is that is necessary, that is safe, and that is good, so that you won't find yourself in that situation. And the last thing is that, in number 5, is that you have to realize that, you know, if you love yourself like you claim and say that you do, then you have to understand that the importance of self-care. You have to understand that your mental state is just as important as your physical state. We sit up here and we want to, like I said, just run, keep going, and not taking the time to really just have a little self-talk, to have a little soul searching with ourselves, to replenish, to see what needs to be filtered out, to see where we need to be deposited more in our lives. Our mental state is all over the place. So we need to just really just understand that self-care is just as important as our health care, you know, caring for our health. You know, we get up and we're sick, we go to the doctor, we nurse our wounds, but you know, what about the wounds of yourself? You know, you've neglected yourself. You haven't gotten your hair done in I don't know how long, or you haven't went to a spa in I don't know how long. You never went went swimming or doing something that you love and enjoy in how long. Take care of yourself. It's nothing wrong with that. And even sometimes, and I was guilty of this, I would feel bad when it seems like I'm spending too much money on myself, and it's like, oh, I didn't get the kids anything, I didn't get nothing for the house, I'm just, you know, and I would be like, I went in the store, my intentions was to buy something for me, you know, do something nice for myself, and I end up getting the kids something that they don't even need. So I had to learn that, okay, wait a minute, my kids are good, they are taken care of, my house is straight, everything is in order. I deserve to take care of me. I deserve to do something nice for myself and not feel guilty about it. You know, if the money is there and you want to splurge and go buy a whole new wardrobe or remodel your bedroom, your place of zen, you know, do that. If you feel that you can take a weekend and go on a vacation, or even if it's, you know, another little city in your area, whatever, I'll encourage you to do that. Take the time to just take care of yourself. Do what it is that you love. Do what it is that you want to experience, and so that you will not run those risks of being depressed, overwhelming, things of that nature. So just very quickly, just to run down what the 5 reasons as to why having your selfish moments are important. Number 1, you matter. And you do. You matter. Number 2, you are not women. You are not superwoman. I don't care how, you can't be, you can put it on. And I know we're very resilient. We can do these things. We're strong. We got it. But there comes to a point in time where you need to learn how to take that S off and just relax. Just chill for a minute. Okay, so that's number 2. And number 3 is that you need to learn how to hit the reset button. You can't keep going. You're not the Energizer Bunny. You can't keep doing that. You have to pause and hit the reset button so that you can deposit some things that have been depleted in your life, deposit it back. You need to deposit that thing back so that you can get back on that track and keep going. And number 4 is that it's very important that you have those selfish moments because it decreases the chances of you being overwhelmed, being anxious about something, having an anxiety attack, being depressed, upset, angry. It just runs those risks. It keeps our emotional state balanced because we're able to kind of have that little soul searching moment. So it's very important. And number 5 is that we have to just know and realize that self-care is just as imperative, just as important as our health care. We go and we take care of our physical body, but we need to learn how to take care of our spirit, take care of our soul, take care of our mind. Just go meditate, go in that place, listen to some music. And that's what I do. I love music. I'll get me some tea. I'll sit outside and have a one-on-one conversation or an intimate moment with nature. And that's my way. I love the sun. Having the sun just beam on me, I love it. And that's just way of me getting some more resources back in my body, in my life, so that I can be recharged and go back out and do it all over again. And this time I'm able to do it 10 times as better. So I pray that this video blesses you, and if you can use anything from those 5 steps, I ask that you would do that. These are things that I do. I don't tell you anything that I haven't experienced for myself. So this is what I do. I do it often, and I realize that, yeah, we put a negative spin on being selfish, or she's selfish, but it can be a positive thing also. And these are 5 reasons as to why you should actually take care of yourself, and know that it's nothing wrong with having the gift of goodbye. It's nothing wrong with having the gift of no. Learn how to know when to cut it off. Know that you're not superwoman, and just continue to strive and just do the best that you can. And march to the beat of your own drum. Don't try to keep up. You're your own competition. You don't have to keep up with nobody else. So again, I just want you to realize that if we don't do these things, we run those risks of being overwhelmed. And ladies, you know how emotional we are. We can make mountains out of a molehill, as my grandmother used to say. So again, take care of yourself, and just know that self-love is truly the best love. Peace.